I get a call just now from a random number, and they're like, I just found your number in my boyfriend's phone. I said, who's your boyfriend? And she was like, oh my gosh, does he, will he be at least like a good dad? And I'm like, he'll be a good dad. But just be careful, because when I was pregnant, he didn't want anybody to know because he wanted to keep his hose.
You cannot be a good dad and a bad partner to the woman. You can't be both. She said she was excited because she was like, I'm gonna get a friend, my child is gonna get a sibling, you know what I'm saying? And I don't have to worry about that man no more. It was like a win all around for her.
She lived right above us.
Number 9.
With child. His.
New child.
Not yet delivered.
So he had a baby on you.
Had a baby on me.
At least our granddaddies would have babies across town. Y'all having babies in the same building? Y'all, I swear I tried really hard to find the original video, but I couldn't. But this story was too good for me not to share. I wish I had found it though. That's all I'm gonna say before we get into this. I wish I had found it, but pretty much what it sounds like from what I can gather, that she this lady was pranked. She, some woman prank called her, essentially. Some woman prank called her. And the stuff that transpired is fucking wild. It's crazy. She prank called her on a live, apparently. That's what happened. She prank called her on a live. It was, oh my God. It shit is too funny. This is her telling her version of the story, like why she did what she did.
I get a call just now from a random number, and they're like, I just found your number in my boyfriend's phone. I said, who's your boyfriend? We're gonna give him a fake name. She goes, Jason. Now, the only Jason I know is my son's father, who is around. Okay, he's around, but we're not like that. It's still fresh that we broke up. Anyways, it's just all fresh. Like, we've never dated and brought somebody around our son before. Anyways, she goes, yeah, I'm 3 months pregnant. And I'm like, wow, like instantly my voice gets shaky, heart drops, but I'm excited. And I'm like, listen, baby, you ain't got to worry about me. I'm just the baby mom. She's like, I didn't know he had a son. And I'm like, I'm very happy for you. I'm excited that my son will have a sibling. And I was like, but I have to warn you, he do be lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why we're not together right now. He be lying. And she was like, oh my gosh, does he, will he be at least like a good dad? And I'm like, he'll be a good dad. But just be careful, because when I was pregnant, he didn't want anybody to know because he wanted to keep his hose.
You cannot be a good dad and a bad partner to the woman. You can't be both. I'm sorry. You can't be both. You gotta choose. And I know, and here's why I get so annoyed at the whole like women be alienating men, and they don't. Women be protecting men all the time. Women will literally say this out loud, even to another woman, like, "Oh, he was terrible to me, but he's a great father." Like, what? No. Women love protecting men, man. Women are so conditioned to protect men. It's crazy, and accept like way worse behavior than they are supposed to accept. You know what I mean? Than is healthy. But they do it. They do it. They do it because they have empathy, and men prey on that. And they also do it because they've been socialized. So let's stop lying on women and acting like they are the problem out here, when in reality it's still the behaviors of men. And let's stop saying that you can be a terrible partner but a good father. You can't.
I also said, I am so happy that he did it first because, baby, I didn't know how to introduce a man to my son because this whole breakup thing is a little bit fresh. A little bit fresh. Not that fresh. I know that's like hard. I know I don't care. You could bring the girl around my son. As long as she's cool, I've met her, whatever, I don't care. He might care. Okay? And I said that. I said that to her. Long story short, I was airing his shit out. Okay? Like it wasn't, I didn't want to give her too much because I didn't want to be that girl. It was like, girl, good luck. I didn't want to be that girl. I wanted to warn her because I went through it. So boom, me and her, we like this now, okay? We like this. One thing about me, I'm a girl's girl, okay? So end the call. We plan to go to the freaking gender fucking, what's it called when they tell you the gender together, and she wasn't gonna tell him. Boom, hung up. Why I got a call immediately from my B Daddy. And he goes, hello? I'm like, hello? And he's like, we need to talk. And I'm like, talk about what? And he was like, really? You just gonna act like that? Like you don't know what's going on? You really just gonna have me out here da-da-da-da-da-ding? And I'm just like, dude is going semi off on me, talking about why would you say all that stuff? Why are you up there saying this and that? I'm like, did I tell any lies?
But did I lie though? But did she lie though is the question. My guess is it was one of those lives where you like they do like loyalty tests. I think this was like a loyalty test kind of thing. And he gave the person that made the call her number because how would she know anything about her? I think, how did she get her number, all that stuff? He was in on it, obviously. So he was in the live. And then he set her up or whatever, and then had the audacity to act like she was the problem. Like she didn't do nothing wrong. She just told that lady the truth.
I never told a lie. Like, why would you put yourself in that situation? To anybody who saw that prank call on TikTok live, yeah, that was me. I was on there. I was really excited and very disappointed when I figured out, like my son wasn't gonna have a sibling.
She said she was excited because she was like, I'm gonna get a friend, my child is gonna get a sibling. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to worry about that man no more. It was like a win, 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 win all around for her. So I know that was, a bit devastating to find out in the end that it was all a dream. It was all a scheme that Ty set up. But I want to talk about a few things in there though. Like, first and foremost, I don't know why men impregnate women and then treat the women bad, lose the woman, and then try to control the woman after the fact. I gotta stop saying I don't know why, but I just why? Like, why? Like, leave her alone. You don't like her. You know what I'm saying? Like Fantasia said, if you don't want me, then don't talk to me, right? You don't like that woman. If you liked her, you would have treated her better during the relationship. So why, like, after you blow the whole thing up, now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden you want to fucking you want to control her, you want to manipulate her. Secondly, you don't get to dictate if you don't want the mother of your child talking crazy about you, then don't do anything to warrant her talking crazy about you. That's all I can say, right? You don't want your baby mama calling you a liar? Don't lie. You don't want your baby mama calling you a cheater? Don't cheat. You don't want your baby mama talking about how you don't be showing up for your kids? Show up for your kids. Only you can prevent forest fires, Smokey. Only you can prevent forest fires. Y'all, the way y'all always expect the woman to protect you and defend you like she a goddamn Avenger is crazy. Like, this is not the Accords, bro. You guys are not, she don't owe you shit. Long as she don't lie on you, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what she say about you. That is that woman's story to tell. It is not yours. Once you give her the story to tell, you don't get to tell her when she get to tell it and who she get to tell it to. I was watching we were watching Love is Blind last night. Y'all know, I'm trying to finish the season. Anyways, we're watching Love is Blind. And there was a part in Love is Blind, right, where they were meeting, you know, the family and the friends or whatever, right? So one of the couples, the guy, his friend comes around with his friend brings his girlfriend, right? So they're at the table. It's four of them. It's like a double date. Long story short, the two women go to the restroom together, and then they have this conversation in the restroom. And in that conversation, what comes out is that the man was like, her fiance was like lying to her, she felt like, because he was leading her to believe that he wasn't a problem. It was really his friend that was the wild party guy. And, you know, he basically, to me, he kind of threw his homie under the bus. And then the woman of the friend was telling her like, oh no, they both like party. They both like to party. They both like to go out. They used to go to strip clubs, and they were just going to strip clubs. Not now, since you know, the friend is in a relationship with the woman. She was like, yeah, I mean, he's not going now because we're together, but they were going up until we were together, and they only been together for 4 months. So the fiance, the woman, she's like talking to her. She's like, huh? Because he was telling me like Jake, I'm gonna say that's his name. Jake was the party animal and blah 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 blah. And the woman's like, no, Paul is actually, you know, like they like to party. You know what I'm saying? And it was so funny because even when they were at the table and they were talking, it was like you can tell they were like acting like two frat boys. Oh man, all right, so shots, bro, shots, fucking tequila shot. He was like, yeah, bro, let's get it started. It's middle of the day. Like that was before they went to the restroom. So once I heard the conversation in the restroom, I was like, makes a lot of sense. Then moving on, you know, she was kind of worried about his drinking, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, that was like you like the way men be expecting women to like not talk to each other, not share their experiences, not, you know what I'm saying? That's what men would call gossiping. That's not gossiping. That's why y'all hate the T app. That, like, you see it all the time. And I'm just like, if you hate it so much, why would you just like not give women that? Like, you don't want to end up on the T app. Listen to what I'm saying. You don't want to end up on the T app. You don't want to end up, you know, some woman exposing you for all of your whatevers, your indiscretions or whatever. Don't do it. Like, case closed, problem solved. Don't do it. You know what I mean? Like, treat the woman right. You know, why is that never the answer? Why is the answer always to put the responsibility on the woman to hold your secrets and hide your secrets from the other woman? That woman don't owe you shit. And I know this was a prank, but still, that exposed more about that man than it did about this woman. Because she'll do it again. Tell the truth again to the next woman. Like, what the fuck? Like, if you don't want to end up the topic on a podcast episode, you don't want to be the guy that this woman goes on a podcast and talks about. Don't do diabolical shit, bro.
I was checking email, and there's an email that comes across that says informed delivery. And I open up the email, and it has our house at the condo address, but a different floor. And I was like, oh, they sent it to the wrong floor. And I was like, oh, I know her. Let me go. But let me call first and make sure. So I call and I say, hey, sorry, I just wanted to, what was the package? And they said, yeah, you ordered the bassinet, right? So I went to go up to where this bassinet was delivered. And I was like, but that's weird because that's the girl in the building that we know. I mean, I can walk up the stairs. It's one flight. She lived right above us.
Number 9.
With child. His.
New child.
Not yet delivered.
So he had a baby on you.
had a baby on me.
Y'all. I was reading the comments on this one. I got to watch this whole episode. Just that clip alone was so diabolical. Just that little clip alone. What the fuck? In the same building. At least our granddaddies would have babies across town. Y'all having babies in the same building. You don't want women to put you on the T app. You don't want women to go on podcasts. You don't want women to get prank called and expose you and all. Stop giving them reasons to do it. Damn, can y'all stop having outside babies on women? Can you stop cheating on women? Can you stop beating on women? Can you stop neglecting your kids? Can you stop? Like, you can stop all of this. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And then got the audacity to get mad at the women for telling their fucking stories. The audacity is crazy. The expectations for women, sky high. The expectations for women, for men in the goddamn dirt, down there with the earthworms and shit, with the grubs, with the mole rats. Crazy.